Welcome to the Middleware Tech YouTube channel. In this series, you'll learn about Value Type in Hibernate. Code examples used in the videos will be available on GitHub. Let's get started.
Now here, what is value type in Hibernate? Control C, Control V. I'm not talking has a relationship now. I'll come has a relationship after 1 hour. Let's spend some time on theory part with some this content because we are going to use them in our upcoming session. Okay, so let's first talk about value types in Hibernate. What is the idea behind value type and how we'll implement? Okay, should just see here, please. So this value type is defined in Hibernate scenario for some of the object relationship. This is also one type of object relationship. We talked about object relationship come into picture as easy and has a. So value type also a part of object relationship. So just see here. I'm talking about some of the relationship between object, some of the scenario like employee address. So employee is an object. We can talk about employee object, right? Similarly, address also we can define it as an object, right? Now between these two objects, I want to implement some relationship, correct? And you can implement relationship. Generally, we use that one employee has many address, something like that, right? So that is one type of has a relationship. So this one we can implement using has a relationship. As a relationship, employee has an address, and we have done one example how to implement has a relationship for employee and address. Okay, let me take another example. Another examples. I'm writing order item, order contain order item. Now see, order is an object that have some attribute called order ID, order name, order description, right? Similarly, order item is also an object that have order item number, order item description, order item cost, right? We have, right? Okay. Let's talk about another object like product and product item. Product item. These two both are object, product and product item. Now product contain product item. Now if you see these three types of object relationship, it is slight the things we talk about that first object is called source object. Second object is called destination. Source object and destination. Just see this source object and destination object. Employee is a source object, address is a destination object. So if you see this source object and destination object, this chart, you'll find that if we find in our object-oriented approach design that the destination entity does not has its own existence without source entity, then we define that object relationship as value type. Again, I'm saying, I'm talking value type. What is value type in Hibernate? I'm talking value type in Hibernate. So this is value type I'm talking about. So what I'm saying, if we find destination entity, if you find destination entity does not have its existence, we find destination entity does not have its existence without source entity, then we define destination entity as value type inside source entity. Then we embed destination entity inside source entity. This concept is called value type. So what does it mean is that, can you talk about order item without order? No, if you have a single order, there must be one order item. That means order item cannot have its own independent existence without order. If customer has an order, that must have minimum one order item. Same like that, if one product came in the inventory, so inside a product object there must be minimum one product item. If there is an address entity, so if you have an address, then that address must belongs to an employee, right? So if the design is like this, so if the scenario is like this, where destination entity cannot exist without source entity, if the design is like this, because lots of things depends on how you are going to implement the design, because this relationship we can implement as an hazard relationship also, right? Now based on the design and project, sometimes approach become different. So that I'm talking about here. If the destination entity cannot exist or does not have its own existence without source entity, then we embed the destination entity inside source entity. Then we embed. That means we are not going to create two tables. All the attribute of the table column, all the attribute of the destination entity would be a part of the source entity. We are not going to create two table. In that case, we are going to embed the destination entity inside source entity, and that concept is called value type in Hibernate. Okay, so this is the idea. Fine. So how we'll implement this value type? We should now, it will come into picture, means when it will be clear when you'll do some lab. So how we implement the value type concept in Hibernate? We can implement value type concept using Hibernate with the help of these two annotation. We need these two annotation to implement value type in Hibernate: @embeddable, @embedded. Okay, so how it is? So as you know that, let's take on examples of order and order item. So if I want to implement a small project, so what is the step one? Step one, same like create Java project, right? Then step two, create Java class. Class means your order and order item, order class, order item class. Fine. Okay, I'm taking this example. Then step three, we're using this annotation approach, right? So no mapping file. So create configuration file, right? Done. And number four, step four is create client. right? So these are the 4 steps that you have to implement the concept of value type in Java and Hibernate, right? And we'll see that how to use these 2 annotations, right? So let's do one example to understand this. Okay, so let's do it. So let's come to Eclipse. So these are the projects that you're going one by one, fine. So just copy one project that you have done last time with annotation. Copy this and paste it with the number, next number, Hibernate demo 11. Right click, paste. Just right here, Hibernate demo 11. Okay. Now here, okay, this is what date and time. Okay, delete. Not done this yet. Okay. Now, first we have created this project. We have added the jars because I've just copied this project, right? So all the things is already there. Right click properties, Java build path, jars are already there, right? Okay. Now here, I have to create 2 class, order and order item. Fine. So we'll create 2 class, right click new class. The name of the class is order. And order is private int order ID. Fine. Private string order name. Private int order quantity. So order is a simple bean class. So as you know, right click source, generate getter sensitors, select all, click OK. Right click source, generate constructor using fields, deselect all. Okay. So the order class is done. Now I'm creating another class called order item. Right click new class. Order item. So order item is another class, and here let's in private int item number, private string item name. So I have just two instance variable inside this order item class, and right click source, generate getter sensitors, and right click source. We should provide constructor using fields, deselect all, and OK. Done. Now what we are doing, we are going to implement using annotation, right? So as we know, we have done annotation last day at the entity, at the rate table annotation, name equal to order. Okay, done. And for order ID, we have to use at the rate ID, at the rate column, For order name also I'm using the annotation at that column, right? And order quantity at that column. So annotation is done for order class. Now for order item class also I wanted to use at that entity annotation at the table name equal to order item. And here also we should have at that ID annotation. By default it will support the generator class assigned, right? So that's why I'm not going to provide the generator class here at the rate column at the rate column. Okay, this is a simple design. There is no, whatever we have done last day, same things we have done here also. So using annotations we have done the mapping. So mapping file also completed, right? Project done, class is also done with mapping. Now we should have the configuration file. Fine. So configuration file is this one, is there, and configuration file should be connected. We should connect configuration file with the classes called order, and we should have another class, Control C, order item. That's it, right? So we have done it, right? Now we should insert one order class object or order item class object. Let's see it is working or not. Let's see it is working or not first. Then I'll do that value type. Okay, date and time we'll talk about after some time. Not now. So here what we'll do is create an order object, order word equal to new order. Now ord dot set order id, take that order id 1010, ord dot set order name. Order name is computed. Electronics device. Word dot set order quantity. Assume 100. Done. Then I'm going to save order to word. Let me check first it is working or not. Okay, so it should insert the value in the database and the corresponding SQL query should be generated. Right. Let me check first it's working or not. Right click, run as Java application. Okay, once again I have to execute. Right click, run as Java application. So some error is there. Let me check what is the error. Invalid table name. Okay. So this order, I've used one table name, right? Order 11 and use the order item 11. Right click, run as Java application. It is working fine, right? What is this error? Table view does not exist. Okay, right click, run as Java application. So it's working fine, no error, right? Last time it was not working because there is an API name called order. I'll talk about that order API. It is part of Hibernate API, that's why. Okay, so so now here we have created an order class object and using Hibernate API, we have saved the order class object inside database with the help of Hibernate API, right? And it is saved. So Hibernate created both the tables, order 1 or item 11 separately, right? And then inserting the value inside order 11. So it's a normal scenario, right? How Hibernate save the object of order and order item. Now our topic is value type. We're talking about value type, right? Now value type is saying that if you find the destination entity does not exist, or destination entity does not exist without source entity, then I can use it as a value type inside destination entity, inside source entity, right? So how I'll do it? We can implement with the help of this annotation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to embed destination entity inside source entity. I want to embed destination entity inside source entity, right? So first of all, you have to implement a relationship in the sense order contain order item, right? So I have to create an object of order item here, order item OT equal to new order item. Fine, done. Yeah. I've created an object of order item here. Fine. Now I want to create only one table for order, not for order item, right? So that's why for order item, what I'm going to do, no table here, I'm going to write here @ embeddable. You have to use this annotation, embeddable, @embeddable annotation, Control C for the order item, or for the destination entity, Control V, embeddable. So I wanted to order item. Fine. And this is embeddable. Okay, not required at that ID annotation, right? And this is embeddable inside where? Inside order. So how? Like this. So I have to use another annotation @ embedded. Embedded. So some spelling mistake. Embedded. Control C. Done. Right. So order item we have embedded inside order with the help of @ embedded annotation. Now in this scenario, it is going to create only one table called order11 and include all the attribute of order item inside order11. Just see here, that is done. Just see here, right click, run as our application. Okay, it is saying that no ID column for this. Okay, do one thing, remove. Yes, now see here. Now see here, the order1 table contain order ID, order name, order quantity, fine. Plus it is going to embed item number and item name, right? So in that scenario, so now in that scenario, this item number, item name also came, and you can insert item number, item name also. See here, right? So what we have done here is that in this table, that means if you find that the destination entity does not exist without source entity, then we can embed this destination entity inside source entity. That concept is called value type, and that you implement with the help of these annotations. That's it.